Welcome to today's interesting video, where we're diving deep into the art of mastering English pronunciation. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or someone looking to refine your skills, this guide is designed to take your pronunciation to the next level. We'll explore everything from understanding the foundations of sounds to applying advanced techniques in real-world conversations. By the end of this journey, you'll not only sound more natural and confident, but also leave a lasting impression in every interaction. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's embark on this exciting journey to mastering English pronunciation together. Section 1. Understanding the foundations of English pronunciation. Mastering English pronunciation starts with a deep understanding of its foundational elements. Unlike many languages, English is not phonetic, meaning words are not always pronounced as they are written. This section will explore the building blocks of English sounds, including vowels, consonants, syllables, and stress patterns. To begin, English vowels can be divided into two main categories: short and long vowels. For instance, compare the sounds in bit and beat or not and note. The subtleties in vowel length can often change the meaning of a word entirely, making them a critical component of clear communication. Consonants, on the other hand, can vary significantly in their articulation. Sounds like the in think or this often challenge learners because they may not exist in their native language. Understanding the point of articulation, where and how sounds are produced in the mouth, can help learners replicate these sounds more accurately. Another essential feature of English pronunciation is its reliance on syllable stress. English words are not monotone. Certain syllables carry more emphasis than others. For example, the word present changes meaning based on stress placement. Present, a gift, versus present, to offer. This rhythm is vital not only for individual words, but also for entire sentences, shaping the way English sounds natural and fluid. Intonation and pitch further enhance the musicality of English. Rising and falling tones can indicate questions, emotions, or the speaker's attitude. A simple "really?" can express surprise, skepticism, or excitement, depending on intonation. To master these nuances, listening to native speakers and mimicking their tone patterns is invaluable. The International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, is an excellent tool for understanding English sounds systematically. By learning IPA symbols, you can decode the exact pronunciation of words from dictionaries, even if their spelling is misleading. For example, the word kernel is spelled nothing like it sounds, but its IPA transcription /kernel/ reveals the actual pronunciation. To conclude this section, mastering the foundations of English pronunciation requires a strong grasp of its unique sounds, stress, and intonation patterns. These elements combine to create the rhythm and melody of the language, distinguishing it from others. The journey starts here, with careful listening, observation, and practice to internalize these essential features. Section 2. Techniques and exercises for improving articulation and sound clarity. Once the foundational elements of English pronunciation are understood, the next step is mastering articulation and sound clarity. This involves refining the way sounds are produced and ensuring that every word is pronounced clearly and accurately. Articulation exercises, repetition, and targeted practice can transform hesitant speech into confident communication. 1. The role of articulators in pronunciation. Articulators are the physical parts of your mouth, such as the tongue, lips, teeth, and palate, that shape sounds. Understanding their roles can help learners adjust their pronunciation. For example, the English R sound requires the tongue to be pulled back slightly without touching the roof of the mouth, unlike rolled R sounds in some other languages. Similarly, P and B sounds are produced by the lips, but differ because P is unvoiced while B is voiced. Regular practice of articulation exercises is essential for training these muscles. Tongue twisters like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers challenge learners to coordinate their articulators quickly and accurately. Such exercises are not just fun, but also build agility in the mouth muscles. 2. Shadowing technique for sound clarity. The shadowing technique involves listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say in real time, mimicking their pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. This technique is particularly effective because it forces learners to match the speaker's speed and accent, making it an immersive and active learning experience. Choose recordings with clear pronunciation, such as audiobooks or news broadcasts, and practice speaking along with them. For beginners, it may help to break down sentences into smaller chunks and focus on one part at a time. As confidence builds, try to shadow entire sentences or even paragraphs. Over time, this exercise can significantly improve clarity and fluency. 3. Minimal pair drills. Minimal pairs are words that differ by only one sound, such as bat and pat or ship and sheep. Practicing these pairs helps learners distinguish between similar sounds that can cause confusion. Minimal pair exercises focus on fine-tuning specific sounds, particularly vowels and consonants, that are challenging for non-native speakers. For instance, many learners struggle with the th sound in think versus the s sound in sink. By practicing these pairs in isolation and then in sentences, learners can train their ears and mouths to produce and recognize these differences. 4. Recording and self-evaluation. Hearing yourself speak is one of the most effective ways to identify areas for improvement. Recording your voice while reading a text or practicing a conversation allows you to evaluate your pronunciation objectively. Listen for unclear sounds, misplaced stress, or unnatural intonation, and compare your speech to native speakers. Apps and tools like speech analyzers can provide feedback on your pronunciation, highlighting specific sounds or areas that need work. Regular recording and self-evaluation build awareness and help track progress over time. 5. Incorporating physical warm-ups. Pronunciation is not just about sounds, it's also about physical readiness. Before diving into speaking practice, warm up your mouth muscles with exercises like lip trills, exaggerated mouth movements, or humming. These warm-ups relax tension and prepare your articulators for optimal performance. 6. Using visual aids and resources. Visual aids like pronunciation diagrams, videos, and animations can show you exactly how to position your tongue, lips, and jaw for specific sounds. For instance, Watching a video tutorial on how to produce the V and W sounds can clarify the difference in mouth movements. In addition, online platforms like YouTube offer a wealth of resources where experienced teachers demonstrate pronunciation techniques. These videos often include slow-motion demonstrations, making it easier for learners to observe and replicate the movements. 7. Building consistency through daily practice. Consistency is the key to improvement. Dedicate at least 15 to 30 minutes daily to pronunciation practice. This could involve a mix of activities such as shadowing, minimal pair drills, and recording yourself. The more frequently you practice, the more natural the sounds and movements will become. 8. Feedback and interaction. Practicing with a teacher, tutor, or language partner provides invaluable feedback. Native speakers can point out subtle mistakes that learners might miss on their own. Joining language exchange groups or online communities can also create opportunities for interactive practice and constructive feedback. In conclusion, improving articulation and sound clarity requires a combination of awareness, technique, and consistent practice. By focusing on precise sound production and integrating targeted exercises into your routine, you can achieve a noticeable transformation in your pronunciation. Section 3. The role of accent reduction and developing a natural speaking rhythm. As you progress in your English pronunciation journey, the question of accent reduction often arises. While having an accent is not inherently negative, it can sometimes interfere with clarity and understanding. The goal of accent reduction is not to erase your identity, but to ensure your speech is easily comprehensible to a global audience. Additionally, developing a natural speaking rhythm is essential for achieving fluency and confidence in communication. 1. Understanding the nature of accents. Accents are shaped by the phonetic patterns of your native language. For example, in English, stress and intonation play significant roles, whereas some other languages rely more on syllable timing. To begin reducing your accent, it's important to identify the specific features of your native speech that differ from standard English pronunciation. One common area of difficulty is the substitution of sounds that do not exist in your native language. For instance, the T sound in this and that may be replaced with a D or Z sound, as in dis or zat. Recognizing such tendencies allows you to focus on producing these sounds accurately. 2. Strategies for accent reduction. Accent reduction involves a multi-pronged approach, combining listening, imitation, and practice. Start by immersing yourself in English audio from various sources, such as podcasts, movies, and interviews. Pay close attention to the way native speakers emphasize certain syllables, the pitch of their voice, and how their speech flows. Mimicking native speakers is an effective method for reducing an accent. Choose a short audio clip, such as a line from a movie or a dialogue from a TV show, and try to replicate it as closely as possible. Focus not just on the words, but also on the rhythm, stress, and intonation patterns. Pronunciation apps and online courses specifically designed for accent reduction can also provide guided practice and targeted exercises. These tools often use speech recognition technology to highlight areas where your pronunciation deviates from the standard. 3. The importance of intonation and stress. Intonation refers to the rise and fall of your voice when speaking while stress involves emphasizing certain syllables or words. In English, these elements convey meaning and emotion. For instance, the sentence, "I didn't say she stole my wallet," can have different meanings depending on which word is stressed. Practicing intonation and stress patterns helps make your speech sound more natural and engaging. One effective exercise is to listen to a sentence spoken by a native speaker and mark the stressed words and intonation changes. Then, practice repeating the sentence with the same rhythm and emphasis. 4. Developing a natural speaking rhythm. A natural speaking rhythm is characterized by smooth transitions between words and phrases, avoiding choppy or robotic speech. To develop this rhythm, focus on connecting sounds. In English, words often link together in ways that differ from their written forms. For example, "What are you doing?" might sound like, "What are you doing?" Reading aloud is a powerful exercise for improving rhythm. Choose a text with conversational language and read it slowly at first, paying attention to the flow of words. Gradually increase your speed while maintaining clarity and naturalness. Recording yourself during this exercise allows you to review your progress and identify areas for improvement. 5. Overcoming challenges in accent reduction. Accent reduction can be challenging because it requires unlearning deeply ingrained speech habits. Patience and persistence are crucial. Celebrate small milestones, such as mastering a particular sound or receiving positive feedback on your pronunciation. It's also important to remember that complete accent elimination is not necessary. The goal is effective communication, not perfection. Embrace your unique voice while striving for clarity and accuracy. 6. Emphasizing cultural nuances. Understanding cultural nuances in language use can also enhance your communication skills. For instance, native speakers may use certain idiomatic expressions or colloquialisms that add richness to their speech. Incorporating these elements into your own language use can make your speech more relatable and authentic. In conclusion, accent reduction and rhythm development are transformative steps in mastering English pronunciation. By immersing yourself in authentic speech, practicing with intention, and embracing your individuality, you can achieve a level of fluency that opens doors to new opportunities. Section 4. Advanced Techniques for Mastering. Pronunciation through real-world application and feedback. At this stage in your English pronunciation journey, you've likely built a strong foundation in phonetics, stress, and intonation. Now it's time to take your skills to the next level by integrating advanced techniques and immersing yourself in real-world applications. This section will guide you on how to refine your pronunciation through practical experiences, active feedback, and continuous self-improvement. 1. Immersive learning in real-world scenarios. True mastery of pronunciation often comes from using English in authentic settings. Immersive learning allows you to practice pronunciation in a natural context, helping you internalize the nuances of the language. Engage in real-life conversations with native speakers or fluent individuals. This could be through online language exchange platforms, local community events, or even casual interactions during travel. To maximize the impact of these experiences, focus on active listening. Pay attention to how others articulate words, manage stress and intonation, and respond to different conversational cues. Practice mirroring these aspects in your own speech during and after conversations. 2. Utilizing role-playing and simulations. Role-playing and simulations are excellent methods for practicing pronunciation in a controlled yet realistic environment. Create scenarios that mimic real-life situations, such as ordering food at a restaurant, participating in a business meeting, or making a phone call. Enlist a partner or use a language app to enact these scenarios, ensuring you speak clearly and naturally. If you're preparing for specific contexts, such as interviews or presentations, practice by recording yourself delivering key phrases or answers. Listen critically to identify areas for improvement, such as misplaced stress or unclear sounds. 3. The power of feedback. Receiving constructive feedback is crucial for refining your pronunciation. Work with a language tutor, coach, or conversation partner who can identify subtle errors and guide you toward improvement. Many language learning apps now offer AI-driven pronunciation assessments, providing detailed insights into your speech patterns and areas that need attention. Feedback should be viewed as a tool for growth, not criticism. Each suggestion or correction helps you move closer to your goal of clear and confident communication. Keep a record of feedback you've received and revisit it periodically to track your progress. 4. Shadowing advanced materials. The shadowing technique involves listening to an audio clip and simultaneously repeating it word for word, mimicking the speaker's rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation. At the advanced level, you can challenge yourself with complex materials, such as TED Talks, audiobooks, or academic lectures. These sources often contain sophisticated vocabulary and varied speaking styles, offering rich opportunities for practice. To enhance the effectiveness of shadowing, use resources that provide transcripts. Read along as you listen, marking phrases or sounds that are challenging. Gradually transition to shadowing without the transcript to build your auditory skills. 5. Incorporating pronunciation in writing practice. While pronunciation is primarily a spoken skill, it can be reinforced through writing. When composing texts, such as essays, emails, or journal entries, focus on phonetically spelling out tricky words. For instance, write "com for to bull" instead of "comfortable" to remind yourself of the correct pronunciation. This cross-modal approach strengthens your memory and reduces pronunciation errors. Additionally, use written scripts for practicing specific sounds or phrases. Write down commonly used sentences in your daily life and rehearse saying them aloud, ensuring clarity and fluency. 6. Leveraging technology and apps. Advanced language learners can benefit greatly from cutting-edge technology. Use apps that analyze and grade your pronunciation, offering targeted exercises for improvement. Speech recognition software can highlight subtle differences between your speech and standard pronunciation, allowing you to fine-tune your skills. Virtual reality, VR environments designed for language learning provide an interactive way to practice pronunciation in immersive scenarios. These tools often simulate real-world interactions, making your learning experience engaging and effective. 7. Building resilience through mistakes. As you push the boundaries of your abilities, mistakes are inevitable. Instead of viewing them as setbacks, treat them as learning opportunities. Reflect on each error to understand its cause and experiment with strategies to avoid repeating it. Building resilience in the face of challenges strengthens your confidence and perseverance. 8. Cultivating a growth mindset. Achieving mastery in pronunciation requires a growth mindset. Celebrate small victories, such as successfully pronouncing a difficult word or receiving positive feedback from a native speaker. Stay curious and open to new learning methods, continually seeking ways to improve. In conclusion, advanced pronunciation mastery is a dynamic process that involves real-world practice, constructive feedback, and a commitment to self-improvement. By embracing these techniques, you can refine your skills to a level where your speech becomes not only clear and fluent, but also expressive and impactful. This concludes the guide, empowering you to confidently communicate in English across any context. If this guide helped you on your journey to mastering English pronunciation, don't forget to show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is invaluable and helps us create even better content for you. And if you're eager to continue improving your English, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Together, we'll achieve fluency and confidence in English. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.